Now back at Barrowden to start another section of the Jurassic Way. The path out of Barrowden goes under the disused railway. There's the church at the village of Wakerley. The Jurassic Way strides through Wakerley Great Wood. Here's our usual confirmation that we're on the Jurassic Way, now approaching the crossing of the A43. The Jurassic Way passes Fineshade Abbey. And there's a closer view of Fineshade Abbey. And that's the way ahead of the Jurassic Way. Wide sweeping views in the winter sunlight. That grassy track is the Jurassic Way ahead. Now in Westhay Wood, and there's the Jurassic Way going ahead. Heading north through Westhay Wood along the Jurassic Way towards Duddington. A few yards after the last clip, the walk enters Fineshade Wood. And that's the Jurassic Way heading north again towards Duddington. Now entering Duddington, there are wide views over to the left. Unfortunately, there's a main road behind me. And there's the village sign. And there's the church at Duddington. And there's the War Memorial at Duddington. Just after Duddington, I've crossed the River Welland back into Rutland and joined a section of the Rutland Round long distance footpath. But as you can see, we're still on the Jurassic Way. And there is the bridge over the River Welland at Duddington. Very picturesque. And now the Jurassic Way follows a wide open path towards the village of Ketton. Good views all around. On the outskirts of Ketton, the Jurassic Way links up with the Hereford Way all the way into Stamford. It's about 4 miles. The Hereford Way is a long distance footpath that runs from Oakham all the way to Harling Road on the Suffolk-Norfolk border, just beyond Thetford. That's looking back the way I've come. I'm leaving Rutland, crossing the River Welland. As I said, I'm now crossing the River Welland, heading towards Easton on the Hill. As you can see, we've also rejoined the route of the Macmillan Way around Ketton. So that's 3 long distance footpaths all on the same route between Ketton and Stamford. The Macmillan Way, the Hereford Way and the Jurassic Way. And there's the Jurassic Way sign. There are views looking back the way I've come, over towards Ketton. And the muddy footpath I've just come up is that trod there. I'm afraid I've no idea what it is, a cement factory, but the view of it is pretty impressive. And now we're of course near the end of the walk, and there's a string of horrendous ploughed fields. Look, you can just make out the footpath going up the hill there. Still on the Jurassic Way. Now at Easton on the Hill. And there's the Bluebell Inn, Easton on the Hill. There's the pub sign. There's the War Memorial, Easton on the Hill. Fascinating view of old buildings and the church in Easton on the Hill. There's a view of All Saints Church, Easton on the Hill. There's a view looking over to Stamford and Journey's End for the Jurassic Way long distance path. And there is the Jurassic Way ahead. Here at Easton on the Hill we're still in Northamptonshire, but there in Stamford we'll be entering Lincolnshire and leaving Northamptonshire for the final time on this walk. Now on the last mile or so into Stamford, the path goes by the River Welland briefly, and that's the path, that's the way ahead. Now with the spires in Stamford beckoning, the Jurassic Way proceeds through these meadows by the Welland, the final few hundred yards of the walk. Now in the final meadow, and after all those walks and all those ploughed fields, I finally made it to Stamford and the end of the Jurassic Way, and here is a great view of all the spires of the town. Now at Stamford railway station, and the end of the walk and the end of the Jurassic Way.